All right, YouTube. I wasn't familiar with your game. I am so blown away by the viewership that my last video received. I am extremely grateful to everybody that watched that video. If you took the time to like it, to comment, and especially if you subscribe to the channel, you are getting the most consensual mouth kiss that I have to offer. Going forward, I want to make sure I'm still providing good quality content for you guys, and I definitely want to keep covering Marvel Rivals. So I am very glad to have you guys. I hope you're glad to have me, and I look forward to just making more content and doing this a lot more often. So you already seen the title of the video. You know what we're getting into today. Does Marvel Rivals have too many characters for its own good? Now, this is a sentiment that I'm starting to see on Twitter, on Reddit, and a bunch of different articles. Everybody is saying that, all right, it's going to burn out too fast. We're burning the candle from both ends, and Marvel is just cranking out way too many characters. We started off with 33. We have 4 coming this next season. Are we going to continue to get 4 every season? Are they going to be able to keep up with this level of quality and production? And honestly, when things start to seem like they are too good to be true as things are going with Marvel Rivals, usually that means that they're not. So I, once again, like I said in my last video, am waiting for the shoe to drop with this game, but they have been doing a great job at keeping the momentum going, at keeping the hype going. We have had 2 different announcements within the last couple of days for new characters, because we're getting Mr. Fantastic and we're getting Miss Invisible. Whoa, what's her name?
And Miss Appear. Now you see her. Now you don't.
We're getting Mr. Fantastic and we're getting Susan Storm, and they are both going to be released on the first half of the new season, which is launching this Friday, January 10th. So it goes without saying that the Marvel Rivals hype train is nowhere near slowing down. And if anything, we are going full steam ahead through all of the hate, through all of the misconceptions, and through all of the criticism, because NetEase just doesn't care. They know what they're making. They know that they want to make something fun, and they want to create an environment where everybody feels like they have something to play. And I have no reason to do anything but respect that. And even though personally I think that it is a terrible take to think that Marvel Rivals started with too many characters, I don't think it's completely absurd to think that they may be releasing a little too much too quickly. And let me tell you, I was the first person to say, hey, this season feels way too short. There's not enough going on in it. I need a little bit more to chase. And NetEase told me to sit down and shut up and wait, because apparently we're getting 10 new skins within the season pass alone next season. And as you've probably seen, that's only the tip of the iceberg. We have new game modes coming, we have new maps coming, we have all new characters that are coming between the next 2 halves, and we have new skins that are coming for the new characters that are actually S-tier skins. Oh my god, can you imagine a company releasing characters that are actually good and then skins that everybody knows and wants? Like, come on. It's like it's rocket science or something to all these other companies. This is honestly just giving us everything that we want out of this game, and all the while they're still making character adjustments, they're still making balance passes, and they're trying to do the best that they can to make sure that the game continues to feel fun. First and foremost, what a concept, right? But honestly, I think that's just one of the strongest suits of Marvel Rivals, is that there are so many different strategies to learn, that there's so many different counters to learn between 33 individual characters off rip. It's just a playground for the competitive thinker, for people that enjoy just the art of strategy and war. Like, you people out here worried about which one you're gonna main, you're playing checkers. You're straight up playing checkers. The real ones, the strategists, are out here playing chess, and they're either adapting to the situations and the challenges that the match is providing by either hard countering the other team or swapping off, so that way they can bolster up their own team and make their own team more of a dominant force to the enemy team. That's how you're going to rank up in this game. That's how you move forward. And if you're stressed out about which character you're going to main and trying to find which playstyle you like, you're playing the wrong game. You're playing it for the wrong reasons. So I think that argument that there's just too many characters and that people are going to be overwhelmed and they don't know where exactly they're going to land when it comes to their main characters is just a very narrow scope of view when it comes to how you should be playing this game, or at least how you can be enjoying this game. This game is meant to be messed around with. It's meant to be experimented with. Hell, they give you an entire test lab for you to go and practice in that gives you all of the combos that are available between different team members. It gives you a bunch of different targets to test yourself against. It gives you a bunch of different parameters that you can set, so that way you can go in and try a practice range out for a second and see if you can work on your aim or work on some different combinations with different characters. All these different tools are available to you, especially the playback feature, which you can use that for either yourself or for the top 500 players or the tournament players, so that way you can learn from somebody that is actually better than you and see what mistakes they're making. Because no matter what level of play you're going to be on, you're always going to make mistakes, but the good thing is that you can always learn. And with 33 different characters available from the jump, there's not a single player right now, unless you were just absolutely cracked and have no life this game to oblivion, that knows how to play every single character to complete and total mastery. There just isn't a player. You can't show me that right now. So of course, as I'm getting ready to make this video for you guys, the dev team actually pulls a bungee on us and they make a vlog as to what's going to be happening in the next season and what things we can expect and what some of their inspiration was for tackling certain challenges and how they're assessing the game going forward. And I think it's a really, really good thing for them to do, just community building wise, just so we can build a relationship with understanding who is developing the game and where they all stand and what they're understanding from what feedback we're giving them. So shout out for the dev team for doing that. I want to play this clip for you guys because the creative director himself, he says the reasoning as to why they wanted to drop 4 more characters next season. And surprisingly enough, I didn't even understand that it was going to be an extra large season on top of it being just the normal length of what a season is going to be expected with this game. So let me play that clip for you real quick.
The Fantastic Four are Marvel's first family, and each heroic member is bursting with personality and power. During our brainstorming sessions, we unanimously agreed that bringing them into MarvelRivals in one giant-sized season was the way to go. This 2-in-1 season features double the playable content of a regular season, and will bring up our total playable character count to 37 at the end of Season 1.
So you heard it from the man himself. They actually wanted to drop the entire Fantastic Four as a team because they're a family. They're a superhero team. That'd be crazy if they would have dropped only half of the team in one season, and then we would have had to wait for 3 months to get another half of the team. That would have felt like gatekeeping. So I'm very glad that they had the guts, honestly, to do something like that. And there's something else that you probably didn't catch, is that this is double the amount of content overall, not just in characters, but in things to do. So they had to literally split the season in half so they could give us half of this content, these new modes, these new activities that we have going on, and then drop the other half later, which we still don't even know about. And with all the new skins and everything that they have been showing us over the last couple of days, I can't even imagine what they have planned for this second season. I know that there's some things that they have talked about, and there's a lot of leaks going around that don't have many sources that are quoted besides trust me bro, but I think that the dev team behind this is cooking. They're just absolutely cooking. They know what the people want and they are constantly giving it to us, and I can only hope that they have a lot of plans in the works in order to mitigate expectations of the community, because that's going to be the first and foremost thing that they need to tackle. This is something that they're giving us up front, so of course our expectations are going to be this high going from every season forward, and that they can also mitigate how much burnout that they're experiencing on both the player end and the development end. Like I said, this is a lot of content that we have coming out within a month of the game's release. It's pretty much unheard of for anything like this to happen in a live service game. So like I said, I just hope that they can find new ways to keep the game feeling fresh and making people continue to find interest and find some reason to go ahead and play the game for what it is, an amazing competitive hero shooter. Now, just in case things don't go the way we expect them to, I have thought of a couple of different solutions that may help with the whole character bloat issue going forward. And if I'm not cooking on at least one of these ideas, y'all let me know in the comments. I'll hang the chef hat right up. I promise you I will. But hear me out. They could go the Smash Bros route, and they can make characters earnable through gameplay. And when you earn them through gameplay, say it's set up like this. You play a few matches, you finally get to X required amount of wins or X required amount of matches, and then boom, new challenger approaches. You have a new character, it's Mr. Fantastic, you have a one-on-one with him, and you have to win that standoff match within X amount of time or get X amount of kills on him, and then boom, he unlocks for you, you can use him whenever. Now they could go the Warframe route, and they could also make new characters available through mastery only. Now, I wouldn't say to make it to where it's locked behind a mastery rank to use in general play at all. This would only be for comp, right? So this keeps first timers out of comp, because there's no reason why anybody should be using a character for the first time in a comp game. You need to go practice, and this way you can make it to where everybody has at least some kind of basic understanding of what characters they're playing past the original 33, because we've already had those characters out. There's no reason to backdate that and just ruin everybody's gameplay. Just make it for all the new characters, and it'll keep those new characters from flooding the comp lobbies and ruining games with busted abilities that aren't really balanced out yet, in case something ships a little off. And then the last and probably least attractive solution that we could have is that they can start rotating characters out season for season, because they're going to want to keep putting out new characters. They have a huge catalog to pull from. It's freaking Marvel we're talking about, guys. So if they wanted to, they could take the characters that are performing the least, Black Widow, and get them out of the pool, so that way they can go ahead, do some reworks for them, mess around with them in some gameplay testing, and then bring them back in a future season. And yeah, this may hurt the people that have that one favorite character that they get on every single time, and that's all they play, but one, it'll encourage you to go and try other characters, and two, when you get to the later ranks of comp, there's going to be characters that are just going to get banned out the wazoo anyway, so you always have to be prepared to play something else. So as we get down the line with this game, this is probably going to be one of the easier solutions to implement, but honestly, when it comes to net ease, they got some deep pockets. And Marvel has some deep pockets too. They may have the staff, the funding, and the inspiration to do things that I couldn't even imagine. So these are just some of my thoughts. And like I said, going forward, I wish nothing but success for this game, because this is my favorite game right now. This is everything that I've been wanting in a competitive game, and it's my favorite superheroes on top of it. Like, there's no loss with this game right now. There's just zero loss. The memes are fire. The gameplay is great. The art style is great. The lore is great. There's just no downsides to this game. So what do you guys think? Tell me how you guys are feeling about the hero solutions. How are you feeling about the amount of heroes we have now? Do you think that we're going to go to distance? Do you think that we're going to have to start pulling some things back? Are we kind of setting ourselves up for a really high and then the season following to be another low? Do you think we're going into an over delivery era with Marvel Rivals and they're not going to be able to keep up with this level of success that they've been having? So let's talk about all of it down in the comments below. And if you guys like this video, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I absolutely, once again, cannot believe the outcome of my last video and that you guys are just enjoying this content so much. I feel truly blessed to even be in this position to be able to make this content for you all, and I can't even explain how much I look forward to making even more of it for you guys, because there's definitely going to be more of it. And if you want to catch me live, I'm live every single Friday at 8 p.m. EST, so I hope to catch you there sometime, and if not, I'll definitely catch you in the next video. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.